Good evening, and welcome all of you back to Becoming One with the Dark Side. It's nobody else, ladies and gentlemen. It's not even a question of I, you, they, he, she, me, or all of you. There is only us and them. And this sick-ass transition as well. Basically, the song for Money, it just keeps going off, and then us and them kind of like squeezes in, and now it actually begins to I'll keep quiet. Again, I'm sorry if I have to make a point about this, but I don't want to say this album is drawn out. It really isn't. But it's astonishing that they could make a song go on for 7 minutes and they don't actually begin saying anything nearly 2 minutes into it. There is an art to doing this, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Papa Was a Rolling Stone is basically the same example, but you know how that song goes as well. I've got to listen to that once this is over, you know what I mean? Love the Temptations.
And after all, we're only ordinary men. And God only knows it's not what we would choose to do. Forward keep crying from the rear and the front rank general sight and the lines on the map move from side to side. Black, 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 and blue. And who knows which is which, and who is who.
And behold, ladies and gentlemen, the story of us, and them. Still, probably, it's believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually one of the hardest things to talk about with this album is the fact that is there ever just one song on this album you could actually say is the best? Because to be honest, I don't really think you can. Because wherever you look, ladies and gentlemen, you get stellar tributes. You get implications of running out. You get the worship of money. You get the complexities of time. And now we move on to the disastrousness of war and how it's a question of not for the rights of us. It is simply a question of understanding from the most primitive spectacle of war that it is us and them. And do we even know what the fighting is all about? That's got to be one of the most profound statements you could really ever make about war. And I listened to quite a lot of songs about war over the years, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes it's almost really... It's sometimes you wonder, is there anything substantial? Is there anything else really to say apart from that's it? That's what it just all comes down to. It's just a question of, we are here and they are there. Is there anything more to it than that? For some strange reason. And again, this is sort of like as my own discussions about like war and, the rights and wrongs of conflicts and that change from time to time. But one thing I want to make absolutely certain of, ladies and gentlemen, is this. For all the rights and the wrongs, I often like to imagine that, you know what? Even those who are guilty of like war, actually, no. How would I want to like word this? Is there really like why would we even think about continuing to fight? What is again, even to this very day, ladies and gentlemen, the invasion of Ukraine, for example, and the memories and the ineradicable after effects this will have upon the Russians, and let alone the sort of just the things I've seen on the TV, from a tank literally speeding out of control in the hopes of crushing a Ukrainian vehicle and its passengers to death, and it missed all of them. Images like that, ladies and gentlemen, you will not help forget, and it's sort of an archetypal sort of like symbol, and usually there are quite a number that like categorize certain wars over the years. In, for example, the Syrian civil war, it was about those two refugee boys laying face down on a beach. During the wars of the Middle East, it would constantly to be almost caught in that in the opening shots of the movie The Hurt Locker, about a squad of IEDs set to dismantle bombs in Pakistan. Or it could be from the sort of like the end period of the Troubles, or something that would have inspired the writings of Zombie by the Cranberries. And as of now, ladies and gentlemen, in the 2020s, concerning the war in Ukraine, it would still absolutely be categorized as what I've just described, a tank driving head on to just crush a vehicle to death because it had the enemy inside. What the Russians are calling the enemy anyway. It's going to be very difficult, ladies and gentlemen, to say when we come back down to earth, are we going to find it? Maybe this is what Armstrong and Aldrin must have felt like when they got back from the moon, wondering why on earth do they even bother leaving, because it's still the same confused, war-stricken planet as when they left it. We haven't learned to get along with each other. We haven't learned to behave ourselves. All we've learned how to do is create more war because some people think it's fun to kill other people. Maybe that's part of it. They just think it's a spectacle for some to send young people to their deaths in hoping they can drag at least 1 or 2 bodies back with them. You tell me, ladies and gentlemen. But we can tell each other more in the next video. We're slowly closing in, ladies and gentlemen, so hold on. The day is dawning, so to speak.